General Seixther of the Calvarian Dominion had conquered 47 worlds. His chitinous exoskeleton bore the scars of 1,000 battles, each mark a testament to his strategic brilliance. But as he stood in the command center of his flagship, staring at the blue-green sphere called Earth, he felt nothing but contempt. A Deathworld, he clicked his mandibles dismissively. The galactic community trembles at the mention of Earth, yet I see only an overrated ball of water and dirt. His second-in-command, Commander Vrel, shifted uncomfortably. "Sir, the reports from our intelligence division suggest—" "Suggest what?" Seixther interrupted, his four eyes narrowing. "That hairless primates who barely achieved faster-than-light travel 3 years ago pose a threat to the Dominion. Ridiculous." The reports had been clear. Earth's gravity was 1.4 times standard. Its atmosphere contained higher oxygen levels than most inhabited worlds, and its inhabitants possessed unusual physical resilience. But Seixther had dismissed these facts as exaggerations spread by cowards who had never faced real combat. "Prepare the landing forces," he commanded. "We'll establish a foothold in their northern continent. I want to personally accept their surrender." What Seixther didn't know was that 2 humans were about to change his entire worldview. Ana Rodriguez stood at the observation deck of the United Earth Defense Station, watching the Calvarian fleet approach. At 28 years old, she was one of Earth's youngest xenobiologists, but her expertise in alien physiology had made her invaluable to the defense effort. "They're not slowing down," David Chen observed, standing beside her. The 32-year-old tactical analyst had been working with Ana for the past 6 months, preparing for this exact scenario. "They think we're easy prey," Ana said, her dark eyes reflecting the distant lights of the alien ships. "The Calvarians come from a world with 0.7 standard gravity and a thin atmosphere. Their military doctrine has never accounted for heavy world species." David pulled up a holographic display showing the projected landing zone. "They're heading for the Canadian Rockies. Terrain elevation, 2,000 to 3,000 meters above sea level." Ana's lips curved into a slight smile. "Perfect." General Seixther's shuttle descended through Earth's atmosphere, and immediately something felt wrong. The buffeting was more violent than expected, the air resistance far greater than his pilots had calculated. But these were minor inconveniences. The real problem began when they landed. Seixther stood from his command throne and immediately felt as though an invisible giant had placed its hand on his shoulders. His legs trembled. His exoskeleton, which had always felt light and protective, now seemed to weigh twice as much. "Sir," Commander Vrel's voice crackled through the comm, "are you experiencing difficulty?" "It's the gravity," Seixther admitted, struggling to maintain his posture. "It's heavier than the reports indicated." "The reports were accurate, sir," Vrel said quietly. "We're experiencing 1.4 times our homeworld's gravity, and the atmospheric pressure at this elevation is still higher than our standard." Seixther refused to show weakness. He commanded his honor guard to lower the ramp, determined to plant the Dominion flag on this primitive world himself. The moment he stepped onto Earth's soil, his world changed. The gravity wasn't just heavy, it was crushing. Each step required effort that would have carried him 5 meters on his homeworld. The air, thick with oxygen, made his breathing rapid and shallow. His compound eyes struggled to filter the intense UV radiation from Earth's sun, even through the mountain atmosphere. But pride drove him forward. He took 1 step, then another. By the 5th step his legs gave out, and General Seixther, conqueror of 47 worlds, collapsed face first into the Canadian snow. "Target acquired," David said, watching the satellite feed from the defense station. "The general just went down." Ana leaned closer to the screen. "His biology can't handle it. Calvarian skeletal structure is optimized for low gravity. Their cardiovascular system can't pump blood efficiently in these conditions, And look at his breathing rate, he's hyperventilating. Should we send the extraction team? Not yet, Anna said. Let him understand what he's dealing with. Zeixther lay in the snow, his pride shattered along with his preconceptions. His guards had rushed to his aid, but they too were struggling. Several had already collapsed, their bodies unable to cope with Earth's harsh environment. This is impossible, he gasped. How do the humans live here? Commander Vrel's voice came through, strained. Sir, we need to retreat. Our forces are reporting widespread difficulties. The soldiers can barely move in full armor. We've had 14 casualties, not from enemy fire, but from cardiovascular failure and bone fractures from simple falls. Before Zeixther could respond, two figures appeared on the ridge above him. They moved with casual ease, as if the gravity that was crushing him was nothing more than a mild inconvenience. Anna and David descended the slope, their boots crunching in the snow. They wore simple environmental suits, nothing like the heavy-duty support systems the Calvarians required. General Zeixther, Anna said, her voice transmitted through a universal translator. I'm Dr. Ana Rodriguez, xenobiologist. This is David Chen, tactical analyst. We're here to help you understand your mistake. Zeixther tried to rise but couldn't. You dare approach me. You're not in a position to make threats, David observed calmly. Your entire invasion force is currently experiencing what we call acute Deathworld exposure syndrome. Without immediate medical intervention, you'll start losing soldiers within the hour. Anna knelt beside the general, careful not to touch him. Earth isn't overrated, General. It's underestimated by people like you who have never experienced true adversity. Our planet has 1.4 times standard gravity, which means our bones are denser, our muscles stronger. Our atmosphere has 21% oxygen, giving us incredible endurance. Our sun's radiation forced our ancestors to develop robust cellular repair mechanisms. We didn't choose to be strong, David added. Earth made us this way. Every day of our lives is training that your soldiers could never endure. Zeixther's mandibles clicked weakly. You could kill us all right now. We could, Anna agreed. But that's not who we are. We're offering you a choice. Retreat peacefully and we'll provide medical assistance to your forces. Or continue this invasion and learn exactly why Earth is classified as a death world. The general looked up at these two humans, standing effortlessly in conditions that had brought his army to its knees. For the first time in his military career, Zeixther felt true fear, not of weapons or tactics, but of the fundamental reality that some species were forged in crucibles he couldn't imagine. I accept your terms, he whispered. 3 weeks later, Zeixther sat in a special low-gravity medical facility on the moon, recovering from his ordeal. His pride had taken longer to heal than his body. Anna visited him one final time before his departure. How are you feeling? Humbled, Zeixther admitted. I spent my life conquering worlds, but I never understood that conquest isn't just about strategy, it's about adaptation. Your species adapted to a world that would kill most of us within days. Every world shapes its inhabitants, Anna said. Yours gave you intelligence and unity. Ours gave us resilience and determination. Neither is superior, just different. David joined them, carrying a data tablet. The Galactic Council has reviewed the incident. They've ruled that Earth's Deathworld classification is to be upgraded to Class 9, one level below the most extreme worlds known. Zeixther's eyes widened. Class 9, that's accurate, Anna finished. And General, when you return to the Dominion, tell them the truth about Earth. Not that we're invincible, but that we're survivors. And survivors make terrible enemies but excellent allies. The Calvarian general nodded slowly. I will. I'll also recommend that the Dominion propose a cultural exchange program. Perhaps we have much to learn from each other. As Anna and David left the medical facility, the tactical analyst glanced at his colleague. Do you think he'll keep his word? Anna smiled. He will, because now he understands something the rest of the galaxy is about to learn. Earth isn't overrated, it's exactly as dangerous as advertised. And humanity, we're the proof. Epilogue. The Calvarian Dominion never attempted another invasion of Earth. Instead, General Zeixther became an ambassador, sharing his experience across the galaxy. His testimony led to a fundamental shift in how alien civilizations viewed humanity, not as primitive newcomers, but as a species tempered by one of the harshest inhabited worlds in known space. Anna and David continued their work, preparing humanity for its role in the galactic community. They knew that Earth's reputation as a death world would precede them, opening doors that military might never could. And somewhere in the Canadian Rockies, a small monument was erected at the exact spot where General Zeixther had fallen. Its inscription, in both human and Calvarian languages, read, "Here pride met reality, here understanding began." The galaxy had learned an important lesson: never underestimate a species that calls a death world home.